So this is your boy Styles here, westcoaststyles.com. As you can see right here on the hat, WCS. That's the movement, man. And let me tell you something. I got a special guest in the house. Man, I've got J-Dee from the motherfucking Lench mob, man.
What's happening
Bro,
with you, huh? What's up with you, Tim, the man? Huh? What's
yeah,
up, Styles? How you doing?
I'm good, bro, man. It's an honor to have you here. I'm just gonna go rewind, take it back to the days of the box.
Oh
The box,
man, don't do that.
the box would come on my TV set back in the early '90s. And let me tell you something, man. I saw that video, Gorillas in the Mist. That shit was on repeat all the time, man. That was my fucking joint right there. And let me tell you something, man. You stood toe to toe with Ice Cube on that joint. And not a
Whoa.
lot of people can do that. You stood out. You know what I'm saying? You stood like you hung in there on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, who is this dude? You know,
Right.
that was my first time hearing you, you know? And I was like, who is this dude, man? I was like, yo,
You know,
you know?
that's the ultimate compliment. I appreciate that. But you know, what's even fucking crazier is that Ice Cube and I had a conversation a couple of weeks ago, and he told me, he said, JD, if you would have never left, bro, you'd have been one of the dopest motherfuckers on the West Coast. Period.
I believe it, man.
I
Because
mean, coming from hearing you say that and coming from him, that's the ultimate compliment for an artist, bro. You know.
it's not easy to go toe to toe with Cube. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have been on records with him, and he's like outshined them, and you don't even think about them. You just think about Cube.
Yeah.
But that joint right there, Gorillas in the Mist, though, man, I was like, all right, this is it.
That's right.
This is it. You know.
That's right. Yeah. I mean,
And
I have fun shooting that video. That motherfucker is crazy too. At the time that we did it, it really wasn't anything like it. You know what I'm saying? So we were trying to like take the technology to the next level with that fucking thermal cam, right? We
yeah,
thought we would do predator shit. We thought we was up on some shit.
yeah. Because you know what I mean. Hey, look. No diss to the other members of the group. You know, they were there up in there and that thing, but you stood out. You was the one. You know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, this dude J-Dee is the one, and it is a damn shame that things turned out the way they did
I know.
because you was destined for stardom. You know, in my opinion, after that video, I was like, yo, we got another star here on the West Coast, man. You know, um,
You know what? It was so unfortunate at the time when the shit happened, you know, and I don't want to kind of like talk ahead of the
yeah, I
interview,
know.
you know, but at the same time, bro, it was unfortunate when it happened, but I really was a fucking hungry MC. You know what I mean? I really came out the hood. I came out the streets. I came out the alleys. I sold dope. I flew out of town with a sack. I didn't give a fuck. That's who I was. But the music always raged in me, bro. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So this motherfucker Ice Cube catch me hustling on the weekend, doing an eyeball security job, and turns me on to this America's Most Wanted project.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, hey, you still be writing? I said, yeah, I'll be writing like a motherfucker. I got a notebook in the car. He said, hey, check this out. I'm about to start a group called the Lench Mob. I want you to roll with me. I told him, easy call. Easy call. The rest, as they say, is history.
Now let me ask you something. How did he know about you?
We from the same neighborhood. We grew up in the same neighborhood. His sister is really my G homegirl, you know.
Okay.
We grew up in the same neighborhood. You know, Cube was always a solid young kid. You know what I mean? Went to school. You know, you seen the movie. The depiction is
Yeah.
motherfucking. It's really, really accurate. You know what I mean? So I'm in the hood acting like a fool. You know, Jinx tells him about me, Sir Jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx kind of gave me the plug, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. Jinx plugged.
Okay. Good.
When I ran into Cube on my own, we had a conversation. So I think he doubled back and ran it back by Jinx. Like, what do you think? I don't know if it was a little hesitation, but you know, the deal was done. Cube tore a check out the book, and the rest, like I say, was history. He flew to New York. I was fucking with Chuck D before we even flew to New York because he would come to Echo Sound up in Elysian Park. I mean, not Elysian Park. What is that up there by Toluca Lake? Not Toluca Lake. What is that by Griffin Park?
By Glendale.
Yeah, Los Feliz.
Oh, Los Feliz, that's right. Yeah.
So I met Chuck D, you know what I'm saying? And Chuck didn't even know that I was a fan of his. He didn't even know I knew about PE like that. But I knew hip hop, you know what I'm saying? From the Stetson Sonic day, from the Austin 2 days, Teddy Ted. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't really know the history about hip hop, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I take you all the way back to New York when records didn't make it out west. There was no pipeline for music to come out west. So, Jinx was like, well, fuck it, man. J-Dee really know, his history. He like hip hop. Q gave me that shot, man. I went out there and I tried to do my fucking best, bro, every opportunity. I was still in the streets, you can't straddle, both lanes like that, and I was trying to play in both lanes and crash, bro. 100 miles an hour.
Tell me about the making of that song, like when you sat down and y'all penned it and stuff like that. What was your, what was the behind the scenes on making that song, man?
Well, Gorillas in the Mist?
Yeah.
Well, it was crazy. It kind of spawned from the Rodney King trial, when I think it was Theodore Powell or Brasenio, one of them dirty pigs in the motherfucking Rodney King incident, had responded to a domestic violence call prior to them fucking up Rodney King and said that it had reminded him of something out of Gorillas in the Mist, the movie.
Mm.
He basically referred to the domestic situation as primates, as monkeys, bro. You know what I mean? Racist motherfucker, And so we discussed that, talked about that. I said, man, Q, what you think about us moving in a direction that's a little different than gangster rap? Cube came up with a concept.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of fashioned into like street politicians. We're going to report what the streets got cracking. You know what I'm saying? Like a reporter, but give you the accurate, report, not distorted, not no bullshit. And that's how I kind of grew, but it was just organic, man. And one thing led to another. And he was like, God damn, come down and beware the black fist.
Yeah.
The gorilla, straight motherfucking killers in the mist. So motherfuckers say, ooh, take a shot, boom, boom, but you can't horrors, And then we just went back and forth for a couple of minutes. Next thing you know, Ice Cube had penned damn near the whole goddamn song. I was like, what the fuck? Slow down, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
When I looked up, we was at Echo Sound recording it.
Mm.
We was at Echo. That's back in the day when your video was 250,000 and you had motherfuckers like Marcus Ravoy and them, smacking the shit out your pockets with these insane ass fucking treatments,
Yeah.
We were fucking somewhere off the 14 Soledad Canyon, and it took us 2 days to film that shit, man. We in a class 3 fire area. They had all kinds of shit out there. You couldn't even light a match out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did have that forestry theme to it and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, they tried to make it like a jungle, and we even shot the album cover next to Griffin Park in the Griffin Amazon rainforest.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we shot the album cover at, inside jacket and all of that.
Wow.
Yeah. Tried to make that motherfucker look like we was somewhere in Brazil, some motherfucker where South America somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker right off Los Feliz in Interstate 5.
Yeah. How important was it for you to go the avenue that you guys did? Because like you said, you weren't gangster rapping. You know what I'm saying? You were, you were very political in a sense, like Middleton.
It was just kind of a double-edged sword, homie, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't want to do no motherfucking political record. I wasn't a politician. I was a gang member at the time. You feel me?
Yeah.
I wanted to do motherfucking gangster rap record and let motherfuckers know this motherfucker who was really from the streets was really with the boy. I was a young, brash motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I wanted to do a gangster rap album. Ice Cube said, nah, let's not do a gangster rap album. Let's do this way. So Shorty kind of came in like, you know what, since I'm embracing the Nation of Islam and its teachings, I'm going to go ahead and roll this direction with you. T-Bone's like, fuck it, I'm just going to be the sawed-off gangster. So it wasn't like a contradiction that we wasn't gangster rappers. We were, in a sense, because of our affiliation with Cube.
Yeah.
And Cube's affiliation with NWA, But instead of just getting out there, talk about bitch hole, front and back Chevys, and I'm slanging on every corner.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Let's make it a socially conscious group where we can kind of straddle both lines, the streets and the social issues. So we kind of fashioned it that way and came up with like 10, 13 tracks and a skit here, intro and the outro, and it was done.
Wow, that's dope. Unfortunately, I mean, I got a couple more questions about that timeline. Were you the influence for some of Cube's songs?
A lot of people seem to think so. And I'm going to tell you like this, man. We used to chop it up on that tour bus. And that tour bus kind of becomes a home, bro. You know what I mean? So if you touring for you got 120 shows or 96 shows and you got to do them in 120 days and you're going from state to state, bro, everything that you've ever been through, you guys chop it up on that bus. So influence his rhyme? I ain't going to say that. Ice Cube talented as fuck.
Yeah.
That nigga talented as fuck.
But the stories, though, was that you?
But when you sit back and you chop it up and he's saying, what else happened? And I say, nigga, you should do it like this, nigga. And then this happened and this happened. So that kind of that power suggestion, that subtle suggestion, he disappear and come back with like bang. Then you hear shit like Today Was a Good Day. You hear shit like Summer Vacation. You know what I'm saying? You hear shit like what's another one?
Summer Vacation's crazy, man. You're talking about getting arrested in your drawers and a drive-by in the middle of us.
That's real shit, though. That's real shit, though, Style. Shit. Selling dope at 3:30 in the morning in the projects of Seattle, in the vistas. You know what I'm saying? And you got your homeboy holding point at the door and then the back window come crashing in, For those who know, they know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But we had a conversation like that. And we were coming through fucking Dulles Airport, I think. I think this is a long time ago, bro. We were coming through Dulles Airport in Washington, D.C. on our way to fucking Dallas. And we got to talking about me selling dope out of town and why I stopped selling dope. My daughter was born, etc. And by the time that the plane landed in Dallas, that motherfucker wrote Summer Vacation.
Wow.
That motherfucker wrote Summer Vacation.
Wow.
Are those my lyrics? Hell nah. Hell nah.
No. I'm not saying like you wrote for him. I was just saying like the inspiration for some of them.
Like influence. Yeah, I mean, shit. He influenced me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I wrote "Who You Gonna Shoot With That" with him, he had kicked off the first verse. I said, "Let me get that. Let me write the rest of that." So he was like, "You gonna do something to it?" And he gave it to me. And it's a funny story too. And I'm gonna leak this. About a week ago, he gave me another song. And I gave it back to him. Wait till you guys get a fucking earload of this one. This is going to be a chart breaker, bro. I don't know what it is.
We got an exclusive right here.
This motherfucker gave me a beat so cold, and then he texted me and said, "Hey, J-Dee, I've been listening to the stuff you're doing. Why don't you get loose on this track? Get loose. Tell them your story. You did 28 motherfucking years. You did more time than any motherfucking rapper I know."
Yeah.
And well, you made it back. And when you made it back with your brain intact. You made it back with some values. You made it back with a whole different mindset. Get loose on this motherfucker and tell your story. I tore that motherfucker. I tore it up and sent it back. He loved it.
For sure. But your story is well documented, so I'm not gonna kick a dead horse and repeat it, or you know what I mean. Look, we know you went away. You know what I'm saying, and then for whatever reason, I'm I don't even want to get into that, but I do want to ask you this though. Inside, was you writing and what was it? Were you keeping up with your pen skills and all that? Inside, and or was it hard to do that? I mean,
I'm gonna tell you like this: 93, I wrote about my trial. 94, I wrote about getting convicted. 95, I wrote about my experiences. By 98, I was like, fuck hip hop. Fuck all this whack shit coming out.
Yeah.
Fuck all booty shaking ass, fake ass. This shit ain't hip hop. Ain't no competitiveness in this shit. You go motherfucker run a nigga off the stage right now with some bars and he want to shoot you in the parking lot. These niggas is too timid. They too soft. So I said, fuck hip hop. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to leak some music from CMC up in San Luis Obispo when I was first communicating with you guys back in the day.
Yeah, I remember back, in the
you guys back in the day because y'all was fucking with Jazzy real tough. Shout out to J-Dee, that's my bro, you know? It's a big bro right there.
That was my West Coast Riders days, yeah. Yeah.
And because they wouldn't let me get nothing out, bro, I said, fuck hip-hop. I started writing urban novels. You know what I'm saying? I started writing novels. I started putting together manuscripts. I started kind of putting these songs and into like movie form, bro. Like, fuck it. And then lo and behold, as God would have it, that book made it to Cube. You know, I had a book called He Loves Me Not that I wrote in like 2017, 2016. Did pretty good. I was in a pen down south. And I had an opportunity to write it because there wasn't really no drama and shit going on. I took advantage of the motherfucking, the peacetime instead of wartime and wrote a motherfucking novel. Got it published, put it out. It's on Amazon still, and it's still selling. And Ice Cube got that and it was like, man, you know how to write? I'm like, yeah. I took a creative writing class. I went through a few college courses, got me a degree up there in sociology and business. You know what I mean? And said, fuck it. How you gonna do 28 years and don't educate yourself? You're gonna come out the same motherfucker. I'm not about to do that. I ain't about to do that. I let the time do the time. I'm gonna do me. You know what I'm saying? So I never accepted that shit. So on the inside, I got it till it became a bad taste in my mouth. But then around 2011, 2012, 13, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up the pen. 2017, I started just going asshole crazy because I was listening to so much Drake shit, right? I was like, come on, man, this nigga is hard as fuck. Lyrically, Drake is hard as fuck, but I couldn't get with all the singing.
Yeah.
I'm like, bar for bar, he'll shut anybody down if you put him up against him. You know what I mean? But I was like, you know what? Hip hop is losing its edge. If you fucking fuck over somebody on the mic right now on the stage, they want to squabble. Ain't nothing wrong with squabbling, but we supposed to use hip hop to get to the money. Don't use hip hop to turn into a fucking gang member. Don't get tough when you get the mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're supposed to walk away from that. So I had a bad taste in my mouth with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Styles. I said, fuck it. Nobody was paying homage to the G's anymore. The next generation act like the one that came before them don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? The fucking Rolling Stones about to go on tour, bro, in a couple of weeks. You hear what I'm saying? These motherfuckers been making records since 64.
Yeah.
So every genre of music, their fans find a way to keep them relevant, to keep them alive, to keep them eating, keep them touring, to keep them doing things where, they can still generate an income because the music is timeless. And the cool thing about it ain't fucking Spice One don't sound like E40. E40 and Spice don't sound like Be Legit. They don't sound like Short, and they don't sound like Dang, and they don't sound like Filthy motherfucking Rich. You know what I'm saying? No, none of them sound the same. But if you go play this cookie cutter bullshit that's out now, all that shit sound the same. All that shit sound the same. All of it, bro. It has a shelf life of about 45 days, and the next shit that sound like that comes out.
Yeah.
Go bang all eyes on me. Go bang all eyes on me right now, and that motherfucker gonna give you the same feeling they gave you in 95.
Yeah, you're right. And I feel like nowadays, so much content, our music is dropping because it doesn't have a good shelf life.
It doesn't.
You have to constantly drop something in order to keep people's interest. And if you don't, it's kind of like, a stale bread or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I don't get that. You know who has a marketing strategy that I'm looking at, and I've been asking him questions and he's been real helpful and shit? Hutch. You know what I'm saying? Mansa Musa, you know what I'm saying? 187 from above
Yeah.
the law. That nigga got a cold marketing scheme, bro. And I'm looking at it. He's selling CDs, he's selling vinyl, and he's selling downloads. People are getting tired. Like real fans want to support their artists. These greedy motherfuckers have found a way to pay us pennies for our blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro, it's not even pennies, bro. A stream is like
Point,
a
point eight
percentage of a penny.
of a penny. So goddamn, you know what I mean? Remember we was getting 75 cents off a cassette when you had a decent contract and maybe $1.25 for the CD, and that shit was $14.99 or $15.99. You would be happy to get that $1.25, that $1.50. You know, you get $1.50 off a download today or a stream today, that motherfucker make music with a smile on their face.
Yeah.
Fucking rapper got to wear 7 fucking hats now, bro. You got to have a fucking strand of marijuana. You got to have a fucking clothing line. You got to start a fucking cooking show. You understand what I'm saying? You got to fucking diversify the hustle so cold right now that a motherfucker be broke if he wanted to stay in this line of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, some people are bypassing the whole streaming game and just selling direct to their fans now and keeping all the money.
My thing is this. This is why I haven't dropped J-Dee's Revenge yet. Success is my revenge. That's volume 1. And
Okay.
me and Darren, we've been going back and forth. He's like, J-Dee, let's drop this motherfucker. I'm like, look, Lansky. I'm telling Darren Lansky today we had a powwow. You know, he's like, drop this motherfucker. This is a hot ass fucking record you got. You know? And I'm like, fuck that. Let's see if we can NFT this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get out there and go through DistroKid or CMD Music Shift and then have to upload this motherfucker and then go, you know, through the stream and get down and go do the twist and go do this and that and give up a chunk of the album just to give 4 or 5 bands a month. You know what I mean? It's good money if it'll happen, but there's no guarantee that it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So you're giving up a chunk of yourself in hopes that what they're doing and how they're marketing and how they're streaming it, because they got little hustles like that. Cats you can fuck with that'll stream the shit out your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you pay them out the hustle. So,
yeah.
And I mean, all of it is just like, come on, man. This shit at some point, you'd be like, fuck, bro. I'm writing every day just to have a fucking list of shit to start churning out just to see a decent dollar.
Yeah.
Well, fucking dope game wasn't that difficult.
So that is the album, though. J-Dee's Revenge.
Success is my revenge. That's it. J-Dee's Revenge. Success is my revenge. Volume 1. You know, I wanted to shoot you this album cover. I think I don't know if this is live, but if you edit this, I'll probably try to get you some music in the album cover before you air it. You know.
Okay.
And then that way you can have a you know, good segment where you can come out of that, pause for a second, play the music, whatever, show the album cover, whatever, and then get back to the interview if you want to. However you do it.
Okay. So, but you are making music though, like you did a song with the Chill, the Purge. You just shot a video for it. So you are still keeping some content to keep your name out there at this point, even though you're holding back.
I'm holding back a little bit, not too much. I'm not gonna be the kind of motherfucker that just beg you to come to me. But what I want my fans to have, and the people who really love hip hop, bro, I want them to have an opportunity to enjoy the record. I don't want them to have to worry about a bullshit ass goddamn internet commercial coming on before their record come on and having to see all these goddamn skip ads ass motherfucking bullshit ass situations. You understand what I'm saying? I really want them to enjoy the CD. I want them to enjoy the record. I'm really finna follow Hutch's motherfucking marketing blueprint, bro, because he's seeing his money. And he got him purchasing it from his website where his clothing line is, OG Fashion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you pushing like that, bro, go ahead and set it up before you just push it out to give it to him. You know what I mean? Because that kind of anxiety, that being anxious and impatient, you fuck around and give away something that sell fucking 150 million streams and you ain't made a dime off of it because you didn't put it out the right way.
Yeah. Or, you know, maybe you can, you know, even re-release your book with it. You know, you could buy the CD, a card copy with a signed copy and, you know, and all that. I don't know. I mean, there's so many different ways you can, make a good like Nipsey Hussle sold signed copies of his mixtape for $100.
$100 a pop. So
Yeah.
I got a little plan. You got a great brain. I thought you was over there just sipping on Heinekens and bullshit, but you actually got a great brain over there. We are gonna re-release the book. We are gonna release it with a single, and we are gonna motherfucker make it a limited collector's item and NFT the motherfucker. And then I'm gonna do one of one with a different book cover and a different motherfucking version of the single and NFT that. I'm back and letting these cats educate me, and Darren Lasky and I and the Chill and a couple of more brothers, my boy Cass and Public Enemy, and they've been lacing the shit out of us on how this NFT game is working.
Yeah.
So before it all fizzles out, because everything fizzles out in hip hop, what's popular now ain't popular, 10 months from now, and today's prices ain't yesterday's prices. So fuck it. I'm gonna learn everything I can, hit a lick real quick, and then parlay that money into transitional housing for motherfucking lifers coming home from the pen, bro, who are fucking shell shocked and culturally shocked, trying to motherfucking acclimate back into society. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, Hispanics, white cats, Asians. We doing 27, 28, 29, 35 years, bro, trying to get back out and fuck with what? A gas pump with a cord? You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't know how to function like that. So I want to motherfucker get these transitional homes together, bro, when if I do make a little change, so these dudes coming home from the pen, bro, can have their shit, set up with somebody who been there and understand what that motherfucking struggle and transition is like.
Yeah. Well, if we can get personal for a moment, how was that transition for you?
Hard as fuck. I got pulled in like 95 different directions a day until I had to tell a motherfucker, look, fall back a little bit. Treat a motherfucker like y'all did when I was in prison. You wasn't writing a motherfucking breaking your neck to come see me and see if I needed something. Fall back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This queen I got right here was tearing down the goddamn door, running up the highways, coming through the back of this motherfucker in there in California, coming to see me, making sure I ate, making sure I had a package, making sure I had some change on my books, making sure motherfucker had somebody to talk to when he got COVID lonely. You feel me? And when the motherfucker got sick as the motherfucker, I had somebody praying over me. And so I don't want to hear all that welcome home shit. I love you, I miss you, you my nigga. But get the fuck away from me with that shit, bro. No disrespect, but get the fuck away from me with that shit, bro.
So you felt overwhelmed then?
For about 3 days, and then I kicked that shit in the fucking gear. And when I kicked it in the fucking gear, everybody got mad at me, but I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't mad at me. I got mad at me them other 3 days, letting everybody pull me. Because for 28 years in the pen, I ain't let a motherfucker dictate a day of my program. I signed up for that shit, bro. I knew what I had to do. I knew what the homies was going to expect from me. I knew I had to keep my nose clean. I knew I had to have a decent reputation, bro, because the character was a whole lot easier to maintain than it was to repair for me, bro. So I always kept my shit solid. Every day, kept my shit solid. Even when niggas was hating and jealous, I kept my shit solid. Wasn't no politic in me, bro, fabricating fake ass paperwork because you was jealous of me. I seen niggas get their whole throats cut off fake paperwork because the motherfucker was jealous of the sack, jealous of his bitch, jealous of his visits, jealous of his cell, jealous of him eating. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what went on in there, bro. But then you had soldiers in there who you aligned yourself with. They didn't play that shit, homie. And when they laced you, you learned. And if you didn't learn, you learned the hard way. Yeah. Handle your business for your business handle you. That was the motto.
Well, that was, that's cool that you were able to like put the brakes on things and just have some time for yourself.
I had to. I wanted to go put my feet in the ocean for like the first 3 or 4 days. And my wife and I, we couldn't even make it to the goddamn ocean. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point of like, what the fuck? When we gonna do us? When we gonna do us? I looked at my queen. I'm like, when we gonna do us? When the fuck we gonna do us? And then we made a decision one night. We blew one. That was it after that. Fuck everything the next day. Fuck everything. We finna do what the fuck we want to do until the motherfucker go home.
Yeah. Everybody wanted you to release an album the day you got out, huh?
Everybody wanted to release that. I had a motherfucker ask me 3 or 4 days after I got out. I ain't talked to this motherfucker in 25 years. I had a motherfucker ask me, Styles, my nigga, loan me about $250, man, so I can pay this old phone bill. My nigga, I know you done got blessed with something since you been out. You hear me, bro? I told that nigga, I said, nigga, you ain't even thirsty, motherfucker. You dehydrated. You ain't even thirsty. I ain't never heard nobody say no shit like that. Loan me a couple of $100, my nigga, so I can pay my phone bill. I know you've been blessed since you've been out. I said, man, come through here and pick it up. I got it for you. I was waiting for him to come through. I was going to beat the shit out of him. I was going to beat the shit out of him, bro. I was going to beat the fuck out of him. Just beat the fuck out of him just for having the balls to ask that question over a phone. I told him, come get it. I got it, bro. Come get it. Come get it. I got you, my nigga. I'm over here on this street. Meet me over here. That nigga didn't come. I swear to God, I'm fresh out. I'm that angry, bro. I'm like, motherfucker. You gonna fix your mouth to ask the nigga fresh out of jail after doing 28 years, damn near 3 decades, to loan you a couple of dollars. So it put me in the mindset of bitch ass nigga, this is what you see when you see me. Come through and pick that up. I got it for
you. He must have detected something.
He didn't cut through there. I swear to God. He didn't cut through there. I swear to God, I was like, man, I'm finna flight this nigga, beat the brakes off of him, asking me for some fucking change. Ain't never sent me nothing, bro. Ain't never done nothing for me.
Yeah.
So I had to keep my eye on that nigga. He made me want to look at him a little deeper, a little harder, man. What's up with this nigga? So I put a little, you know what I'm saying? Let me look at this nigga. Let me look at this.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I wanted to reach out to you too, but I am glad that it took this long because everything happens in its right time. God has timing, and it feels good right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? You know, it feels like the right time in my opinion. You know,
my thing is this, bro. I'm not out here. That's what I have to let motherfuckers know. I'm not out here trying to recreate the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not out here trying to take over the rap game. I'm not out here to reunify the entire West Coast. Please grab your beer out the freezer. I'm not trying to do all of that. If it happens organically, that's a blessing and a gift in and of itself from God, brother. You feel? I'm not rich. I don't want to be rich. I don't want no fucking big bag of money because a big bag of money is a big headache. I want to take the talent that God gave me, parlay it into some music, and parlay whatever I earn into a fucking transitional housing fucking setup, bro. Everybody knows somebody that's been to prison, thank you. And everybody knows somebody, bro, who's getting out of prison. And you do not want a motherfucker getting out of prison confused, scared, and not knowing what to do.
Yeah, because they're dangerous.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't want that. You don't want the streets full of that. Help these motherfucking men make these fucking transitions seamlessly. So when they do, bro, that they could go be pillars and shit to the community again. Everybody don't want to rap. Everybody don't want to be famous. Nigga just want a good motherfucking job at Amazon or UPS or FedEx. You know what I'm saying? The job where he ain't breaking his back, where he can make $20, $25. You know what I'm saying? Welding, you know what I'm saying? Or machinist, you know what I'm saying? Or a plumber or a construction worker or carpenter, you know, whatever. Because these dudes come out the pen with these skill sets. And when they get out the pen with these skill sets, bro, you have to have a pipeline to send them down where everything that they learn, they can utilize. If you don't, then they'll never have an outlet for what you told them to go learn before I let you out. So now I have a bunch of useless information. And you're going to have a dangerous motherfucker because, trust me, when a motherfucker do 2 and 3 decades, you're not dealing with a regular motherfucker anymore, bro. You're dealing with somebody who will sit back, calculate, who will strategize, and who will find every means to be successful.
Yeah.
That's why lifers do better than everybody, bro.
Wow. Well, you know, you're giving us a lot of good game, knowledge, and words, and and I'm happy, and it warms my heart. Like going back to the interview, talking about you and Cuba working together, it warms my heart to hear that. You know what I'm saying? That they hear that relationship and that bond is still there, and that y'all are still doing stuff together. I'm happy to hear that shit, man, because
and it's just a blessing. I'm gonna keep it real. We had the greatest conversation. It was so much hearsay over decades that had created its own barrier in truth without a nigga even investigating it, because it had been said over and over so long. After hearing it, it just becomes true. So to sit down with me and you as two men and grandfathers and fathers and husbands and motherfuckers with their head on straight, we had the greatest conversation. There wasn't no fucking bag of money magically, deliciously dropping out of the sky. Talking about motherfucking Ice Cube here. Let's keep this shit in motherfucking perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cube, you ain't never known him for jumping out in Versace and whoopty wop. Cube jump out in the khaki suit on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And he's not wasteful. But the conversation was a conversation unlike any I ever had with any man. And I thought that we both had achieved exactly what we wanted to in that conversation. And that was an understanding, homie, that exceeds everything that he and I ever had. That's an understanding. No confusion. It ain't no backbiting. It ain't no disrespecting the nigga. He not disrespecting me. It ain't none of that old sensationalism, bro, for a fucking interview and ratings. That's not what I'm giving my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He deserved the respect a lot of niggas don't want to give him. A lot of niggas say, fuck that nigga. Y'all should whoop J-Dee. He should have did this. You should have a house, a car, a mansion, a yacht. You should have. Why? How the fuck am I going to tell a man who worked his ass off for that money to provide these luxuries for me? Because he knows me. Because he knows me. Because we did business in the day and we were friends. You know what I'm saying? But because we were friends and he knows me, he owes me these luxuries and this fucking debt or something. He didn't send me to prison.
Yeah.
He wasn't from a gang. I was from a motherfucking gang. I'm the motherfucker that kept his mouth shut and rolled the case and cut everybody loose. Did all that time. You know what I'm saying? I made that choice and decision. I don't have no regrets of that, bro. I came home alive. I'm thankful. I could work at fucking Amazon for the rest of my motherfucking life until I retire and be cool with that.
Yeah.
And be equal to any motherfucker with diamonds around his nuts and a bitch around his wrist. I wouldn't give a fuck. That shit, nothing to me. I am not moved by material. And what he saw was that this motherfucker this time around seems to be a family man. Everywhere I've invited him, because I just want to go to a concert. I want to see a show. I'm a hip hop fan. I want to see Cypher perform. I want to see Second to None perform. I saw OT Genesis get out. I saw Kid Frost do his shit. I seen Cuban Doug rip it. You understand what I'm saying? I seen motherfuckers tear shit up, and I'm like, gone 28 years to have me and my wife on the side of a stage? Styles, come on. As a hip hop fan, come on.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I've been there. I've been on that side of the stage, bro.
No greater foot than that, bro. Hold on, hold on.
All right. Man, you guys are getting a fucking treat. I'm telling you, man. This has been a special interview. Word from the heart. This dude ain't bullshitting, You're not hearing no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You're hearing some real things from a real person, man. So you guys are being treated right now. I'm talking to the audience, man. I'm letting them know what special things they're hearing. What I'm saying, and it's a blessing for me, man. I'm honored, bro. And I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the music that you have and what you got in store. The plans that you're masterminding and putting forth. I'm happy to see you move ahead, man. And anything we can do to help you move ahead, man, we got you, bro.
Bro, when I get to transitional homes, I'm a pub them. I just got the 501c3, approved. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick the nonprofit off. I've been like just saving every little dime from every little check. I've been working, bro. I've been working a regular ass job and trying to hit every studio I can. I don't work full time. You know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not gonna call it a bullshit job because it's a blessing. It satisfied the parole office. You know what I'm saying? It satisfied the parole office. It satisfied the wife. I get a paycheck to the house, and the hustle go to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to go, bro. I don't have no other motherfucking way for it to go.
Yeah. Anything we can do to help, man, we're just man. I'm a holler away, bro. I mean, anything we can do to like plug, anything we can do to like to assist, man, bro. Just let us know, man.
And I appreciate that, bro. That's real shit, man. Like I said, I'm a hip hop head first, bro. Good music don't never play out. That's why I did put it all together with Chill. Chill gave me that beat. Corrupt told Chill one night, "Hey, get that beat to Unc. Let him have that motherfucker." I said, "Nah, nigga, that's his motherfucking beat." No. He said, "You can have the motherfucker. Just give me a verse." So when I heard it, I said, "This is Picture Me Rolling. This is Picture Me Rolling that he sampled and he flipped it and he put a bass line on it so cold. Then he put a keyboard little riff in that motherfucker that was so cold." I said, "Damn, this is a different song. This is a different song." So I said, I'm gonna pay homage. I'm gonna pay homage to every OG motherfucker that I can in 16 bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
16 bars. I'm gonna give it up for the big homie Ice-T. I just shoot dice. I just shoot dice with Ice-T behind Fat Burger on Crenshaw. Them facts right there. Them facts right there. Talking about 16-year-old nigga. Me and my one of my G homies, rest in peace. Black Dog. We shooting dice behind Fat Burgers on Crenshaw and Vernon with Ice-T. Red leather on head, perm in the ponytail, red Porsche out there with Darlene in the passenger seat. Ice-T was a boss. That nigga was a G. So I didn't forget about what he meant to me. You feel me? As a motherfucker 16 years old, looking up to a motherfucker who's on breaking, a motherfucker who did 6 in the morning. This nigga created, he birthed gangster rap. I gotta give it up for that. I gotta give it up for Lonzo Williams, Chris the Glove Taylor. Gotta give it up. Gotta give it up for Kid Frost, Cube, and them. Dub C was with Rhyme Syndicate, bro. Motherfuckers don't even remember when him and motherfucking Aladdin was with Rhyme Syndicate on Yo MTV Raps.
Low profile.
Yeah, come on, man.
Low profile, yeah. Low profile, man.
Motherfuckers don't give it up for King T. Roger Clayton. That's the sneaking Uncle Jam dances and shit just to squabble. And the Sergio Tacchini sweatsuit and shit.
G and all that. Mixed Master Spade.
Them was homies. Them big homies.
Yeah.
Man, and G-Bo. Them niggas is, man. Them is G's, man.
For sure, bro.
Anything you need from me, let me know. It's a pleasure and an honor, bro. And
hell yeah, man. This is righteous, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you go about your night. I appreciate the time you've taken this evening, to bless us with your story and what's going on with you. If we can get a quick shout out for West Coast Styles, that'd be appreciated, bro.
I'm going to give a big shout out to my boy Styles from West Coast Styles. Much love and respect. This your boy J-Dee from the Lench Mob. I want everybody to pay attention. 420. That's my first anniversary home. I'm going to release J-Dee's Revenge. Success is my revenge. It's going to be out on all streaming platforms. And I'm also going to have some wax and a few CDs.
For sure.
Thank you, homie. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Then we out.
Shout out
to so much, bro.
Ray, CGR. We in there. Peace.
West Coast.
West Coast. Till I die.